Today, I will be picking out multiple different WWE action figures from my collection and displaying them. I will be choosing 14 different figures to make 7 duels total and then setting them up in my arena. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite setup from today was, but without further ado, enjoy the video. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the video here on Ring Reviews. And for today's video, I will be doing another WWE action figure setup video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for today, I do not have the mystery wheel just because I feel like this time I kind of want to pick the figures. Next time I will have the mystery wheel though because I know a lot of you guys like that idea. For those of you guys who have not watched my previous setup videos, how this works is I'm gonna pick out 14 figures from my shelf, 7 duels total, and then I'm gonna be displaying them in my arena, and then at the end you guys get to comment down below which one was your favorite. But without further ado, let's pick out the action figures from my collection. As always, for those of you guys who have not watched my previous setup videos, here on my top shelf I have all my Ultimate Edition figures. Here on my second shelf I have all my favorite wrestlers. On my third shelf I just have a bunch of duplicate figures that I have, and then on the fourth shelf I just have a bunch of OG figures or Legends figures. And obviously at the bottom I have all my men on card figures, but we're not gonna use those today. But now let's pick out the figures that will be displayed today. To start off on the top shelf, you guys know I obviously have to pick out the new Ultimate Edition CM Punk because this figure is sick. So I'm gonna place him right over here. And in honor of War Games that just happened on Saturday, we're gonna be making him face Bronson Reed. And for the next two figures, we obviously have to pick out the real Tribal Chief, the OTC, versus the bootleg Tribal Chief, Solo Sikoa. I kind of want to replicate War Games, so the next two duels is gonna be a War Games match. So we will be grabbing the new United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight up here. Hopefully my figures do not fall as I grab this figure. And they did not fall, luckily. And for the next two figures, we will be grabbing Gunther versus Damian Priest. Although Damian Priest did not win the title, we also what happened because Finn Balor interfered. This is still a sick setup. So we have 5 duels so far. We just need 3 more. For this next duel, in honor of upcoming Saturday main event, we're going to be grabbing the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. And he's going to be facing off against Kevin Owens. And for the next duel, this is kind of a random duel, but I kind of want to grab Dominic Mysterio. And I want to make him face off against main event Jey Uso. And for the last duel of today's setup, we will be grabbing Finn Balor, and we will be making him go against Seth freaking Rollins. So here we have all the figures that will be displayed in today's setup. But without further ado, it is now time to set up the action figures. So here we have all of the action figures displayed. You guys already know I had to bring out the steel cage in honor of War Games. I do not have both cages because I do not have a table that's big enough, but this will do for now. But man, look at this setup. Look at CM Punk. Look at Cody Rhodes over there. Look at Seth Rollins and Finn. We're gonna get through all of this right now, but this setup is insane. This setup did take me a while because of the steel cage. It took me a while to set it up. But without further ado, let's check out and let's see what each and every single one of these figures is doing. We're gonna start off with the good one. We're gonna start off with the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes about to do a crossroads on Kevin Owens. So this is an Ultimate Edition Cody Rhodes, and this is an Elite Kevin Owens that I do not remember what wave it's from, but they're about to have a match for the undisputed title at next month's Saturday main event. I'm pretty sure Cody Rhodes is gonna win just because he's probably gonna hold on to the title until WrestleMania, but I am very excited for this match just because of the build-up that's been happening for this whole entire feud. As you guys saw the one-on-one promo segment that happened between Cody and Kevin Owens a few weeks ago on SmackDown, where Cody Rhodes was letting Kevin Owens that he's the only reason why he's actually being held back, which I agree, but that segment was cinema just because both of them seem very good on the mic. But I cannot wait to see what happens at Saturday's main event. Hopefully Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns do run it back for the undisputed title because I really want to see that match happen very soon. But other than that, that was the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes about to do a crossroads on Kevin Owens. But now let's move over here to the right. We got Shinsuke Nakamura that just beat LA Knight for the United States Champion. This is an Elite 109 Chase Shinsuke Nakamura, and this is an Ultimate Edition LA Knight. I honestly cannot believe that Shinsuke actually beat LA Knight for the United States Champion. I was not expecting that at all. It was honestly one of the few WWE recent moments that I was actually in awe with what happened. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys expected Shinsuke to beat LA Knight, because I literally did not expect that at all whatsoever. I feel like LA Knight will win back the United States Champion like in the upcoming weeks, or he might move on to the world title scene and face Gunther. As for Shinsuke, I hope they actually give him a decent title run this time because he deserves it. Although LA Knight did beat Logan Paul for the United States Champion, I feel like Logan Paul still deserves his rematch. So Logan Paul might come back and actually feud with Shinsuke Nakamura. But other than that, guys, that was Shinsuke Nakamura that just beat LA Knight for the United States Champion. And moving over here to the right, we got another good one. We got the real Tribal Chief, the OTC that just speared the bootleg Tribal Chief, Solo Sikoa. So this is an Ultimate Edition Roman Reigns, and this is a top pick Solo Sikoa figure. Man, what an amazing War Games match they just had on Saturday. I don't know why, but to me it was so funny how Solo Sikoa locked out Roman Reigns out of the War Games cage. But obviously Roman did end up getting back in the cage because he climbed up. But I was honestly very surprised that nothing actually happened between CM Punk and Roman. They were about to, but Paul Heyman actually came out and helped them out. But obviously the OG Bloodline did take the win, which I kind of expected just because they lost that crown jewel. But I'm very excited to see what happens next for these two Bloodlines, just because I mean, like, I feel like Solo Sikoa is not going to be done with Roman. I feel like Solo wants to get back at Roman, but we'll see what happens in the upcoming weeks. But other than that, that was the real Tribal Chief, the OTC Roman Reigns that just speared the bootleg Tribal Chief Solo Sikoa. And moving over here to the top of the cage, we got a classic rivalry. We got Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. So this is a top pick Seth Rollins, and this is an Elite 111 Finn Balor. I was honestly very upset that Finn Balor caused Damian Priest the match again at War Games. Although Finn Balor is one of my favorite wrestlers, I really hate how he always helps out Gunther. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't do it because he likes Gunther. He just wants Damian Priest to not win the world title. But other than that, that was Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. And moving over here to the front, we got main event Jey Uso super kicking Dominic Mysterio. So this is an Ultimate Edition Jey Uso, and this is an Ultimate Edition Dominic Mysterio. And honestly, guys, I am very surprised that Dominic didn't help out Liv Morgan at War Games. He was nowhere to be seen, and I know they were inside a cage, but I feel like Dominic could have still helped her out in some way. As for Jey Uso, man, I really hope he wins the Intercontinental Championship back one day. I feel like now that they actually defeated the bootleg bloodline, he deserves a Solo's title run. So hopefully he gets his rematch against Braun Breaker and takes back the title. I am very curious to see what happens between Dominic Mysterio now in the upcoming weeks, just because I feel like they haven't been doing much with him. But we'll see what happens. A lot of people want Dominic Mysterio to have a solo run. I feel like it will happen eventually just because Dom and Finn Balor haven't been getting along recently. But as I said, we'll see what happens in the upcoming week. But other than that, that was Jey Uso super kicking Dominic Mysterio. And moving over here to the back, we got Gunther putting Damian Priest in a sleeper hold. So this is an Ultimate Edition Gunther, and this is an Elite 109 Damian Priest. And man, I really wish Damian Priest would have beat Gunther for the world title at War Games because I'm sick and tired of Gunther always winning. As a lot of you guys know, I'm not a big fan of Gunther. That's why I don't want him to win. So hopefully Gunther does lose the title eventually, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna hold on to it until WrestleMania at least. As for Damian Priest, I really hope they don't make him feud against Finn Balor, just because that storyline is getting kind of boring. I feel like they both should just move on. But they're probably gonna have a match again at WrestleMania. I feel like they will, but we'll see what happens in the upcoming week. But other than that, that was Gunther putting Damian Priest in a sleeper hold. And moving over here to the left, we got the final setup of the day. We got the best in the world CM Punk on top of the steel cage, about to jump on top of Bronson Reed. So this is the new Ultimate Edition ringside exclusive CM Punk, and this is the Elite 108 Bronson Reed. Before we get started with CM Punk, just look at how amazing this figure is, guys. This is probably the best figure of 2024 in my opinion. If you guys get the opportunity to buy this figure, I really hope you guys do buy it because it's a must-have. And shout out to the winner of the Ultimate Edition CM Punk. I really hope you do enjoy your figure. But man, CM Punk just helped out the OG Bloodline at War Games. I was not expecting CM Punk to actually help them out and take the win because I thought he was going to turn his back on Roman. But I guess Paul did help them be on the same page because he did come out when they were about to fight. But Paul Heyman does owe CM Punk a favor, which I'm very curious to see what that is. As for Bronson Reed, he's doing a very good job as a heel right now. I'm very curious to see if he is going to stay with the bootleg bloodline. I feel like he's not. I feel like it was just a one-time thing, but we'll see. He's definitely going to go back to feuding with Seth Rollins because they have unfinished business. I feel like their build-up will be so long that it'll probably reach until the Royal Rumble, might possibly even reach until WrestleMania. Both Seth and Bronson do have great matches, so I'm not complaining about that. As for CM Punk, I don't know why, but I have a strong feeling that Drew McIntyre is not done with CM Punk. So we'll eventually see Drew McIntyre back and attack CM Punk. But as for now, after War Games, I feel like CM Punk is going to try to get a title shot for the World Heavyweight Champion against Gunther, which I can't see him winning that match just because I know that Gunther will hold on to that title for quite a while. But we'll see what happens in the near future. But other than that, that was the best in the world CM Punk on top of the steel cage, about to jump on top of Bronson Reed. But there we have it, guys. That was today's WWE action figure setup. This is by far one of my favorite setups that I've done by far because the steel cage always makes the setup look 10 times better. But let me know in the comment section down below what your favorite setup today was. Was it the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens? Was it Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight? Was it Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa? Was it Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor? Was it Gunther versus Damian Priest? Was it Dominic Mysterio versus Jey Uso? Or was it the best in the world CM Punk versus Bronson Reed? But that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Like I said, let me know in the comment section down below what was your favorite setup. Mine definitely had to be the CM Punk just because that figure is sick. It might actually be my #1 figure of 2024. Do not forget that I am soon going to announce a huge giveaway with 5 winners in honor of 10,000 subscribers. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a blessed day, and I will see you guys in the next one.